Hey, Canyon Cobra here. Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a long time um, since I made a video, but I'm like too busy doing stuff like designing my own toolbox and my own stuff, and it just takes so much time to do this stuff because you got to test, you got to test the stuff basically to make sure it fits, and it just takes a long time. But I wanted to shine a light on Tony and their nice competitor to Vessel, the non-slip line, the Vessel or the Woodycompo line that Vessel has. Basically, Tone has a competitor to that, and they call it the anti-slip or the non-slip line, and it's essentially the same thing. It's basically a uh, a wood resin mixture that mimics wood basically. So just like Vessel, Tone set out to make a non-slip line that is basically well non-slip, right? So uh, the this kit or this tool line, they offer a set of screwdrivers, which is eight screwdrivers, and they offer basically what you see here is the entire lineup is what they offer, except the only thing I do not own is gonna be the half-inch ratchet. Uh, but this kit is not or this line is not as um, complete, I should say, right? Because with Vessel and their Woodycompo line and the that line is basically they have screwdrivers, they have a quarter-inch ratchet, they have um, a sockets, they have a more comprehensive line, right? But that's not neither here or there, basically, right? Because you can buy all that other stuff separately, right? So I like this line. Um, well, I like it myself, but the reason I chose it is because I prefer harder plastics than softer ones. And the Vessel line is basically a softer uh, wood resin, so it fits a little more cushier in the hand, which is I guess is fine for some people, but for me, I prefer hard handles. Right, that's why I love Snap-on's hard handles, and basically, yeah, that's why I chose it. I also chose it because I like the aesthetic of this line. Uh, this slip joint's right here. If you can see, it's a really nice design. But this resin is like super. It's like hard. It's not soft, and it has like this texture to it that basically allows you to not to slip whenever your hands are covered with like oil or whatever your hands are covered with. Uh, but the line is consists of basically two different size slip joints. They have a 200 mil and a 150 mil, which I do not own either. I chose the 151 or the 150, or sorry, the 200. I should say 200. Yes, they have a 150 and a 200, but I wanted a larger slip joint size, so I went with this one. And they have a lineman's plier, but the lineman's plier, I don't know why I bought it. I don't use this in any way, shape, or form, so it just sits in my collection right there. But I wasn't too sure what I wanted at first, because this kit is basically not for me. I'm making a overlander kit for my brother. It's gonna be a gift for him for his either his birthday or Christmas. I'm not sure yet, but basically what I wanted to fit the theme of outdoors, overlanding, stuff like that, right? So that's why I chose this line because I wanted something that was non-slip. I wanted something that one looked cool, right? And and it's just, you know, it's unique, right? And a lot of tool companies don't have the uniqueness of this. But um, the other stuff, I didn't get the whole line because I just didn't know what I was gonna put in the kit. And basically, you're limited to a certain size of box and a certain size of tools. So I chose just a regular, the regular set that everybody gets, basically, right? Um, you have your normal uh, set of diagonal cutters, and these are 150 mil diagonal cutters, and these cut really good. By the way, I have tried these on. I've cut thick metal up to, I want to say, 1/8 of an inch. Actually, no, it's all right. I cut I cannot remember the thickness of it, but it was pretty thick. Uh, but these work flawlessly with that, and they're pretty sharp. They're pretty nice. Uh, and I like the. I was watching another video, and a lot of these needle nose have, or not needle, sorry, cutters have a larger head, and this one's also, they have a small head, which I like. I like the slimness of it. And obviously, with like a slimmer head, it's gonna be not as strong as a thicker head. But a lot of the American brands have a thick head, like big and meaty. But these don't. But these haven't failed me yet. They're pretty nice. Another 150 for the needle nose. And obviously, this one's have a little small cutter. I don't really use the cutters on these, but um, my brother might use them, so that's why. Uh, yeah, well, that's why it doesn't really matter because I'm not using them, right? So, and you can't get a different one anyways. So you're stuck with what you get, right? But these are slip-on. They're not. It's not like an over molding where you get like these. It's not over molded like these ones. They are slipped on. And I don't know if you can see, but they basically slip them on, and they have like what you call it, some type of glue to hold them together. But overall, the quality of this stuff is good. Uh, the ratchet is just your standard 3/8, and that's a very nice design. And like the grip you get with these is nice, really nice actually. But this is just the standard 3/8 ratchet that Tone has, and it's this one's not made in Japan. Uh, I'm not sure what Tone makes in Japan, or I should say which ratchets come from Japan, but this one definitely doesn't come from Japan. And I have this other one right here, another Tone, same deal. It's not Japanese, but this one's not serviceable. But yeah, basically. But overall, the kit is really nice. All this stuff is made in Taiwan. None of it's made in Japan. But at least with this stuff, it's made in Taiwan because they tell you where it's made, basically, on the label. I didn't keep the labels, but made in Taiwan. All right. So for the screwdrivers, it's an 8-piece screwdriver set, and it comes with a really nice bag. Now these bags are really nice. It's a nice canvas bag, very rugged, and this one's specially made for the drivers. You get 2 stubbies, and if you notice that, what does that look like? German, right? They're not made in Germany, they're made in Taiwan. But it's basically a copy of a Wera screwdriver. But unlike the wire screwdriver, I like this one because not just the textures. The texture is super nice. And I don't know, the size of the handle is much more comfortable on my hand than the Wera's. Well, it must be because I have the skinnier handle that Wera's offer, and it's not my favorite, I should say. But the kit comes with these two. Uh, the tips, I'm not entirely sure if they are JIS, because this is not made in Japan. That's why. But the tips are definitely nice, and they fit the fastener really good as well. They come with a hex for a wrench, and they're pass through basically, or not pass through. Sorry, full tang with a striking cap. The bigger screwdrivers are like that. Your small ones are not. They don't have caps, striking caps. But you get a number 3, you get a number 2, and a number 1. And same deal with the flatheads. You get a bigger flathead, the middle, and the small one. All nicely packaged. The overall quality of the kit is excellent. I will say the vessel is a slightly higher quality, and I think that's because it's made in Japan fully, right? Well, except for the ratchets, but um, overall, it's a very good set of tools. And let me pull this right here to close the video out. Like I said, I was making this kit for my brother, and I decided to make some custom tools for him, right? And when I say custom, I'm not saying I made him, something from scratch, but the kit was missing the 1/4 inch ratchet, and since they only offer a 3/8 and right here, a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch, and so I went ahead and bought him a 1/4 inch ratchet, and I tried to copy the design. It's still a work in progress, but I mean, I kind of did I'm not sure if I did a good job, but I mean, you guys will tell me if I did or not. But the design obviously is a little more sharper here on this one, or a little more pointy, but I just didn't want to fully copy it. But this is just a Craftsman 1/4 inch with a thinner head. That's their brand new one that replaced their fat head ones, and these are actually nice ratchets. I want to say they made the right call by making them thinner, but the only thing I don't like about this one is the switch is too recessed in there, so it's kind of it is what it is. But that one, I made that one, and I wanted I wanted a screwdriver or a ratchet driver that I can so I can put bits for him. So I made this one right here, and it's basically a snap-on handle, but it's I made it myself. This is not an actual snap-on handle. Basically, I copied the snap-on handle, and I'm using a vessel ratchet driver, specifically the crystalline driver. The crystalline comes they come with like a small plastic handle that is clear, and I basically cut it out and made this handle to fit the ratchet side of the screwdriver, right? And basically that's how it came out, and it works. I mean, I've used it. It works. It's pretty nice. Also, I try to replicate the what's it called? The texture of this, and although I couldn't fully replicate the texture, it's still really nice, non-slip type deal, right? So this one I used a wood PLA that one of the 3D printer companies offers, but it's basically the same deal as this. It's just wood. There's wood grain embedded into the PLA, but I just wanted to make him a nice, theme kit that it's a nice gift. But with that, I am done, and or not done. Sorry, the video. I'm done with the video. Basically, I just wanted to show you basically this line that I don't see a lot of people have and or review or show in YouTube in general. I think it's a really nice line. It's not as cheap as the Woodycompo line, I will say. Right now, if I look at the numbers for this for the screwdriver kit, it's about 13,000 yen, 13,000, which is about, I want to say just about $100 for an 8-piece kit that is not made in Japan. That's too much money for me, but if you get it on special like I did, you can find it for about 45, 40 to $50. I think that's a perfect price for it because it comes with a pouch, and the pouch is really nice quality. The screwdrivers are also really nice quality, but the pouch it's what makes it a better buy at that price. But you can always get them separate. Excuse me. I'll cut that out. Sorry. But you can get all these tools separately, basically, obviously except for these two that I made, right? So, but that's how I did. I bought everything separate except for the screwdrivers. But these other ones are actually generally affordable. I'm not sure if this is discontinued. I still see it on the website, but I think I haven't seen these other tools except for this ones. But I mean, they're still out there, so you can still buy them. But overall, pretty good set, pretty nice, very unique, and I will say at least with these are affordable. These not so much, but I mean, if you find them, get them. You won't be disappointed. At least not with the stuff. The Taiwan. It's because Taiwanese made. That's why. But I'm out. I'll see you guys again in a different video. Probably the next video will be a conversation about why the engineers or the people that design this type of stuff make the decisions that they do. Why? Because I've been making my own stuff here the past few days, and I think I've gone through different designs with iterations, right? I've changed this, changed that. I tested stuff. You know, I understand why they make those why they make those decisions that maybe somebody else is not gonna like. Or when you see it, you're like, oh man, this sucks. Well, why did they do that? Well, I see why, basically. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and yeah, on the next one.